Testing 1, 2. What's going on, everyone? And welcome back to another stream here on the Pokerstaples channel. Thanks so much for joining me on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. We've got some special tournaments coming up today, chat. Got some great stuff happening. I'm going to give you the lowdown on everything in a second, but we're actually in 2 tournaments right now, as I've been playing a little bit this morning. Hey, PGD dropping the resub. Gets the love of the chat. 58 months. Beat Car with the 96 months. Thank you very much to both Rebecca and PGD, the legends, as always. Thanks to both of you. Thank you, thank you. We got 2 good spots here. So I've been playing a little bit this morning. This is the 320 knockout. 320 mystery bounty. Kind of just got in, so I have starting stack in this one. But in the 162 8 max deep stack, we're 3 of 18 on the bubble, 17 pay. The min cash is 321, and first place is $3,077. So we're in a really great position here to make a run at it. I got my brother Matt on my right. We've actually run it up from about 400,000 up to 1.7 million in the last like 20 minutes or so. So it's been a really good session so far. That's it. I'm in for 809 in buy-ins, including the like 500 that's on the screen right now. And I'm going to register a bunch of other stuff. And there's tons to play, of course, right? Everything is sort of kicking off right now. Waited a little bit later today because we have the 5:30 main event. It's a very well-structured sort of tournament, so it goes pretty deep in the day, you know, assuming we make it, of course. So that's the plan. So let's register some tournaments here, and let's play these 2 out. But we're going to focus primarily on this bubble spot in the 162. Get the main event satellite going on table 5. Okay. Good. And we have the 2 6 max championships. They are real name, of course. They are mystery bounty, though, so I don't feel a ton of pressure to get in right away on those because they are mystery bounty. So let's see, as we're going to shove 9-7 suited. Ooh, the PLO main event, but there's 3 hours of late reg on this PLO main event. It's also a mystery bounty, so I'm going to wait a little bit on that. I think the Sunday party, yeah, that's the one. Excuse me. I'm going to put that on table 1, which will give us 4 tables and be good to go. There we go. Okay, beautiful, man. Nice 4 tables. Excuse me. Bunch more options coming up. Jack 5. Probably fold to the chip leader. We'll keep going. Good evening, Jamie. What's up, Steve Sutherland? Good to see you, man. Wish you the very best tonight. Ship it. Thanks, man. In progress. Be so good to win this tournament. Like, it's so fun to start a session on the bubble, right? It's like, oh wow, let's go. You know, like starting a stream on the bubble is just a good time. So I'm pretty excited about this one. We get a walk actually in this satellite with the suited ace. It's interesting. There's a 109 satellite to the main event. Could fire that one too. I kind of like that plan. So I'm gonna fire another satellite. Oh no, we're already in one here. Okay, never mind. We should wait on that. Because if we get through in this one, then we don't want to, you know. Don't want 2 tickets for today's main event. 7 deuces is going to be a fold. I feel like I know William Blaze. Do I follow this guy on Twitter? I feel like I do. Probably. Our savior is here. Wow. Bonne chance. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Et bienvenue à mon stream. Striker Demane So 8 beats. Let's go. Let's have a day out there, man. F1 race this morning. The timing of the yellow cautions really destroyed us, man. Max Verstappen with the win, but like it's just so unlucky for McLaren. Kibby NYC dropping the 82-month resub. Gets a love of the chat for your boy Kibby. Thank you so much, man. What's going on? How are you? How's New York City? Thank you for the resub. Welcome back. The legend, the OG. Check back with the 9 here. I'd love to get the showdown. Mostly worried about a jack, I'd say. Do we want to value bet? Probably. They would have bet a jack by now, right? Think we try a value bet. Take it down 10-8 here. We're still on the bubble. Blaze opens again, and we'll fold. Let's go to ace-5 suited. Whoa, jam. And it's going to be 5 seats guaranteed. 6 minutes left to reg. The thing is, we're actually pretty far from a seat here. Like, we're 7 of 8, but there's 6 minutes of reg, and... yeah, probably fold, actually. It's kind of close. Like, of course, we gain chips there, but it's not about getting all the chips in the satellite. It's about surviving. So we'll fold. Oh my god, Matty Ice, dude, is going to burst the bubble here unless there's an ace out there. That's so sick, dude. Oh, Matty Ice. Hit it. Hit it. GG, brother. Oh, he's still in with 41,000. All right. I mean, it's brutal, though. That is absolutely stone brutal for your brother, Matty Ice. I hope he finds his way into the money, but... I think we raise here. Suited hand, we're going to be in position on the big stack. These two have to play really tight because of this bubble, so... yeah. Our queen 4 shove has been called by king 10 in the satellite, but we win, which is great. 2 ways to win in a satellite. Get called in 2 spots. I give up with 9 deuce. Total miss here. If we had a backdoor flush draw or something, probably I would go for a small bet, but not here. Gooberry, thanks for the good luck. What's going on? Good to see you. Welcome. Defend with a7 is a pretty tough hand to play 15 blinds deep against middle position. Because when you flop an ace, are you happy or are you not happy? Like, are you getting it in? It's a little bit much to risk. If you're shorter, it's easy, right? If you're deeper, it is also easier. At this 15 blinds is not easy. So I'm going to try and raise again, even though it didn't work last time. Again, these two have to play pretty compressed, tight ranges, with Matt being short, which gives us effectively the button a lot more often here. So give that a go. What's up, X on Facebook? Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. We actually chop there, A7 and A6, so chop it up. That's cool. Our raise gets through, no action. Let's go up to the 320. And ship it. 320, ship it. Called by King Jack suited. We've won it. Let's go. 180,000 in the 320. Good stack that can now get some mystery bounties when we get to that portion, but still a ways away there. And we raise up Queen Jack. And a jam here and a call here. Well, we obviously fold. We kind of want Matt to survive because he's our brother and we want him to cash the tournament. But we need 10s to hold against ace queen and then king 8 to win, which doesn't look like is going to happen. Ace queen wins. Matty Ice is probably the bubble boy. Very unlucky. And we move on. Pretty sick spot here with 9s in a satellite. I think jamming is a big mistake. I'm actually going to flat. There's a huge risk reward to jamming, right? Like, what do we gain if we get a shove through? We gain like 2 orbits, right? Not a huge deal. If we get called and we have to flip, that's terrible. If we get called and they have a better hand, that's terrible. So really the reward is not huge, especially when we're not going to get called by worse hands often, like 8s, right? So yeah, we're just going to flat 9s and try and hit the monster and win a huge pot. But when it goes bet raise, we're out of here. But we're still in a decent spot, right? 24,000. Registration closes in 45 seconds, and there's 5 seats guaranteed. Anyways, let's... where's up against Lucas? Ace-Jack against 6s. It would have worked so well with 9s because we jam, they fold Ace-Jack, and then with 6s, they might make a bad call, and then we print, But we'll never know, chat. 3x queens, get a call. 10-10-3, we'll start with a check. Let's check, check. Not sure if I should bet on the turn or check on the turn. Obviously, our hand is pretty good, right? Like, we're not concerned. It's possible for them to have better hands, but very likely we have the best hand. Question is, do we want to value bet our queens, or are these better left as a check call, basically? It's a 3 on the end. We need to lead, because they're going to call for chops on this card, right? It's pretty tough if they jam, because they're saying, like, we have a full house, but we probably call. But on that card, when they chop reasonably often, we need to lead. The thing with 5s, though, if we check, they're... No, they wouldn't bet. Never mind. I'm just wrong. Anyways, 9-5 suited, we're going to fold. We're 2 of 17. The chip leader is right here. So first and second to chips. We're in a great spot here. Yeah, great situation. Let's just win the tournaments, man. Let's get it done. Pull the 6-4. Man, this is a fun run to start the day with. I'm excited, man. Thanks for the good luck, AC Knight. think we can open this, probably. Suited queen. Fold. Excuse me. Call the min raise with ace 8. I think shoving is fine, but not the best option here, I'd say. Interesting sizing. Rip Matt. Unlucky, Brie. Unlucky, right? Good afternoon, all. What's up, Gray Street? Good to see you, brother. What's happening? Hello, Too Fat to Kidnap. Welcome, man. Probably not with 10-9. You could get away with it, but... by the way, in the satellite, 5 get a C tier, and we're down to 7. So I would call this soft bubble, right? We need 2 people to bust. This player has 8,000 chips, and then it's sort of like a shootout till the end. But this is for the 530, right? So good luck to us. Hopefully we can get it done. This is also a pretty big sweat, if we're honest about it. I mean, it's a couple pretty big spots here. And Larson goes for the mid-raise. King 9 is playable for sure. All right, let's call. Streets, which is 3-6 Jack Rainbow. Check back, 8 on the turn. We don't have any draws here. We could bluff with King 9, but I think it's better to bluff with like 10-9 open-ender, 10-7, 7-5, 7-4, 5-4. These sort of hands, like King 9's not a terrible bluff, but I don't think we need to here. Check back is good here. Got you one screen, my Cincinnati Reds, and the other LFG. Good luck, brother. Good luck to the Reds. And good luck to me. Can we can we do that? Can we do good luck to both or what? Too thin to value bet here. There's a pretty small range we're trying to get to call when we value bet the worst ace there. I don't know what to do with 9-8 suited. Because again, we're just trying to get to the top 5, right? Oh, we call. See, this is the thing that's kind of uncomfortable about it, is like, now we check raise, I guess, you know? And hope that they don't have 10s plus and that they had all the broadways instead. Wait for a min bet. Protecting is definitely best. You know, it's a good spot for us, but still, like, a quarter of the time we're just going to see nuts here, and it's like brutal. But it's only 25%. The rest of the time, we're going to do well. And we actually get called by ace-king, which is a nightmare. It's really bad. But we win. Let's go! 40,000. That should be a seat. I mean, it's not for sure, but, like, we only need one person to bust. Well, assuming that Sebastian busts. Come on, let's go, baby. Let's go! For a 25 bounty, 6 is king 10. We got to flip in the 109. Nope. Nope. Not us. Oliver Hamnet, what's going on Facebook? Thanks for tuning in, man. How you doing? Welcome. Queen 7, Jack 10. Queen 7 survives. So there you go. They still got 5,000 chips. This is 2 blinds. Based on how light they put an ace-king there, I mean, it's probably not going to last that long, but you never know. They showed for 4,700. I don't think it's for us to get involved here. Ruben jams. And just like that, they're back to 14K. Onwards we roll with quads. Nice hand quads. Check here 3 ways. Board that's really going to do well for Lucas. Good luck in the 162, sir. What's up, Plek Plek? How are you, brother? Any music lately, man? I saw some stuff next week I'm thinking about going to, and I'm going to the opera on Tuesday. Looking forward to it, man. But you know, it's serious time. I imagine you're heavily on the grind. All the best to you, and good luck, Plek Plek. Always a pleasure to see you, brother. Are you going to play the main event this year? In Las Vegas? No. But am I going to play the Party Poker Tour events? Hell yeah. I got 5 live trips this year, all in the UK. I have Manchester next month in June, and then I have Glasgow in August, and then I have 2 more at the end of the year for the Party Poker Tour. So that's kind of the plan in my mind, and that's plenty of live poker, you know, and vlogs and stuff. Like, that'll be good. I'm happy with that, but good luck. All right, so we fold the A5 here. 7-6 in the satellite's going to be a fold as Sebastian is all the way back to 27,000, which is hilarious. From a blind, pretty sick. But we just stay out of the way. And ace-10, they shove for 10 blinds here. If it folds to us, we should call. 10 blinds is pretty decent. There's not enough ICM pressure or anything to fold this, and we're closing the action, right? So we call, hope for the good news, and we get the good news against Jack 10. Still got to hold, but in a great spot for a bunch of chips here. Hold it! No, that is a straight. We can't hold against the Jack 10. That's for a big pot, too. It's going to knock us down to 1.3 million. Still in a good spot, but damn. That's pretty sad, to be honest. Main event satellite, we're 207. But this is not over yet because we're all tied once again, unfortunately. Somebody Dumby. What's up, Bree? How are you? Thanks for tuning in. And gonna fold the Jack 3. It's pretty bad hands. Definitely don't want to get called there. What's up, Real Res 44? Things are great, man. Yeah, things are really good. This week was just such a joyful time for me. I got caught up on a lot of stuff, like a lot of medical stuff I had to get caught up on, and I did, but it was such a nice week in Montreal. It no longer is. It's going to be raining for the next 10 days. But it was like 25 degrees 3 or 4 days this week. So I got to get outside. I got to exercise. Got to be in the city amongst people as sort of like the first experience of like spring, summer for me. You know, there's some decent weather when I was in the UK, but I was like working the whole time, you know? So I didn't really get to hang out outside at all. So yeah, it's just got me in really good spirits, man. It was fun. Had a book club yesterday too, so I got to hang out with some friends there. All in all, pretty great week. In good spirits, man, you know? And things are setting up perfectly for the weather to get some grind in, you know? Because it's terrible outside where you just kind of like, all you want to do is get to work, you know, in the rainy weather. So I am in Montreal, too fat to kidnap yet. Yeah, let me see what any weather updates. This raining all day today. And it's raining until next Saturday. So it's a week straight of rain every day. Between 70% chance and 100% chance. Highs of 13, 14 degrees. So it's like, it's cold and wet and rainy. It's perfect. For focusing on the grind. So I'm excited. And then it gets hot again the week after. So good stuff, man. Twitch name is Ollie Bobs, by the way. What's going on, Ollie Bobs? Oliver Hamnet. Good to see you on Facebook, man. What's happening? Gluck, bro. Thank you, Batmonk. GZ. Thanks, man. Satellite, we're going to fold here with King 7. We have an all-in sitch here. We have 12 remaining in the tournament. Silva loses one there, but I thought they were actually the shortest stack, but no, we're down to 11. Down to 11 left as the two Danes go at it. Played London with Matt on my table. Oh, sweet, man. What's up, Weston? Good to see you, man. Are you going to be in Manchester in a couple weeks? My ass is parked behind my computer for the whole month of May. I'll probably go to some concerts later during the 25-26 season. Yeah. I actually figured after I thought about it, I'm like, nah, Plex on the grind, dude. There's no... Plex is on the grind. There's no shot. Go to the WCP for the very first time this ever. Going to play one bracelet event and a 1600 bounty tournament at the Venetian. PSR. Good luck, man. I genuinely hope you win, dude. I really do want you to win. With my whole heart. That's the truth. And nothing but the truth, so help me God. We're down to 6 of the satellite. We lost this player, I don't know how. Won 30,000, and there's 4 of us tied. And one player that definitely is willing to gamble. So that is worth noting. You know what I mean? Definitely worth noting. Let's get our 530 seat here. The 530 main, I think it's already started, so it'd probably put us right in, right? Yeah. It would put us right in the main event. I believe. Maybe it'd give you a ticket and then you'd have to register yourself. I'm not sure, but because I haven't won one of these satellites yet. Ace 7, not a bad steal here. The ace blocker. Hand doesn't do well if we get 3-bet from either of these opponents, right? Like we can't do anything about it. We just have to fold. Ace 7 offsuit doesn't play very well post flop, but this blocker is not a bad one to try and get a raise through it. If we get a call in the big blind, fine. You know, we've got an ace. They probably have worse than an ace. We're doing okay. Actually, a really great flop for us because we have much better than they would expect here, basically. Now, the question is, do we call and let them keep betting, or do we raise? And I think this hand being so vulnerable, we want to raise. Ace queen, we want to jam in the satellite. So we're going to do this first. I'm going to tank on the ace 7 over here. Okay, get that through 33,000. I think we want to raise just given the nature of the board, right? If we can even fold out 5x and hearts or force them to call where they're slightly behind, that's great for us with ace 7. So I think fast play it here. The other option is to call and then on all the good turns, like we have a really advantageous spot, but I think this is fine. Okay, so we raise, call, squeeze for a bounty, re-squeeze. Gonna fold. It's like a min bounty. I don't think it's worth it. All right. Pure bubble, and we're now 6 of 10 here on 1.7 million, which is great news. We've chipped up in the 320, and we're still going to get into both the 6 maxes. We have 30 minutes to register those, so we've got a bit of time. Kings against queens. That's it. That's it. We've got our 530 seat. Let's go, baby. Come on, chat. We got our 530 ticket, baby. Come on. So instead of adding 530 to the buy-ins, I'm just going to put ourselves right into the main event. I'm probably going to wait a little bit to register, though, just because it's such a deep, well-structured event. I'd rather focus on some of these deep runs. But we do indeed have a ticket for the main, which has 3.5 hours left in reg, so that's pretty good. Blackjack 420, glad to catch you online, Jamie. Love your content and thought process, amigo. I watch all your YouTube content. Thanks, man. We should have a new YouTube video out pretty soon. We're just waiting for a thumbnail to be made, and then it should be out this week. So, welcome to live streaming on YouTube. Good to hear, brother. Can't wait for the week's home game, bro. I love the rainy weather. Dial in. Get locked in, put on some comfy clothes, open the windows, and grind, man. Good times. We're going to call Jack 5 blind versus blind with spades, and that's about as big of a miss as you can have there. That's what I was trying to say. With Jack 5 of spades, you know, pretty big miss. Can you fix 109 overlay, please? It's offset a bit. I'm trying to see how it's offset. Oh, like this, yeah. Here we go. Thanks. Thanks for the heads up on that. I don't mind a little stab here. A lot of good turns, right? Any heart, 9's pretty good, 6 is pretty good, 8's pretty good, 10's pretty good. We turn it on now and we go into check call mode, I'd say. Goes check, check, ace on the end. I don't know what to do against a bet here. Call against a 2,000 bet for sure. Every time. Okay, so we do full deuce 4. Let me just take stock, right? We have the 2 6 maxes that are coming up. What else do we need to not miss registration on. The PLO main event mystery bounty, that's cool, but there's 2 hours, 30 minutes of late reg in that one, so no need to register early, especially as I'm probably a PLO fish. I don't know, but definitely not great, we'll put it that way. 5:30 main event. Mini main event, we've already qualified for day 2, so that's great. We can remove that. There's a PLO 8-6 max. I will play if I have space, but not now. 2:15 max mystery bounty turbo. That starts in 25 minutes. Okay. We're good then, I think. We have everything we want. And we're going to focus here. 6 of 10 on the final table bubble. We've got King Jack. Call, I'd say. I'd say this is a call spot. We don't really want to 3-bet and then fold to a jam against Marc Antoine. King Jack is like right in that middle spot where if we 3-bet, we're going to fold out King 10 and then King Queen is going to call us, right? So it's in the middle. And usually how you think about constructing your ranges in these spots is that if you can't fold out better hands, then you just call those hands. We get a squeeze to 405 from Anton. Puts us in the cage here. Probably fold. It's fine. Hey, thank you. Thank you for the resub, Kibby. Oh, that was 30 minutes ago. Never mind. My alert thing glitched out. Well, anyways, thank you, Kibby, for being Kibby. Played at the casino this weekend. I had pocket fours. Caught trips on the flop. Other player had pocket aces. I called us all in on the turn. Got caught trip aces on the river. Rip, dude. Painful. Painful. I get how it is, especially playing live poker. You know, it's like you grind it out for a couple hours. You know, the game is relatively big to most people's bankrolls in terms of what they can play poker with because the stakes are high, you know. And you play that one big $500 pot where it's just like, all right, we're all in for 500, 600, 800. And then boom, you know, it's like, oh, okay, they hit their 2-outer, their 8%. I just lost $600, you know? Like, I remember that feeling specifically. It's pretty brutal. And live poker in some ways is more brutal than online poker because online you can play a lot more poker more quickly, you know? Live, it takes a long time to come back from some of those short-term luck moments, like months and months, you know? So, yeah, it's a brutal thing, but hopefully it turns around for you, my friend. We have got Tchaikovsky's Fifth Symphony, which I think is, what's the pet name? I feel like it's called Pathetic, but Fifth Symphony. Ace 10's pretty good. We're going to raise that up. I'm trying to find what it's called. Oh, it's not known as a nickname or anything. Okay, never mind. Open the ace 10 suited. We get 3-bet to 14,000 here. We do cover for a bounty. Just gonna make this a call for me. If it was a non-bounty, I'd probably just fold, even being suited because like this is quite strong, right? Middle position hijack 3-bets. Relatively early days. They know that we cover them for a bounty, etc. It's just not a great spot. Deuce 4 is gonna be a fold as well in our final table bubble. Ace Queen A7 to take us to the final table. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Come on, chat. Let's go, chat. Final table hype so early in the session. Coming into the FT, 5 of 9. 438 cash. First place on this final table is 3,077. There's no bounties or anything. So the payouts you see in the bottom left-hand corner of the stream / video, if you're watching this later, are correct, right? That's what we're playing for. So decent stack. There's a lot of other fairly large stacks. Structure's decent in this tournament. We're going to have to deploy some patience here. But at the same time, take any spot we can find too. So it's a bit of both. Ace King against Queens in the 320, no. All right. And Reg is closed on that one. No. Goodbye. Goodbye. All right. It's fine. We're going to survive this, chat. I mean, not that tournament, we're not. But, you know, broadly. You know what I'm saying. All right, just doing some adjusting here, getting the 6 maxes going. Since we lost that table, I think it's a good idea. James with the early 3-bet James. I'm going to fight you. Just kidding. I'm not going to fight you, James. We open the 9s here. This is a really tough hand to play. Because we do not want to bust in 9th when we're in 4th with a flip, you know? But it's a really strong hand, too. So pretty difficult hand to maneuver with under ICM, but thankfully everyone folds, so we don't have to worry about it. Well, the 2's T. Hansen's all in. Okay, so T. Hansen gets one through there, which is good. So I just added 2 tables on the side. We have a 33. We're going to check back King Queen here. 33 6-max championship, day 1. Day 2 is tomorrow. And then the 215 version of that as well. Both are mystery bounties. But the mystery bounties don't start until day 2, right? So we play today as a freeze out, just try and build up as big of a stack so we can get those bounties tomorrow. And that's the plan for both of those. So that's tables 2 and 4, 215 and 33. We'll keep focusing on the final table though. And then the 109 Sunday party on 61,000. As I mentioned, still to come, the 530 main event and the $215 PLO main event we will add, but kind of in no rush for either of those right now. Probably the 33 mini PLO as well, I would say. The 215 7-max mystery bounty turbo will be played as well. Let's heads up this bad boy. Plek Plek. Bro, are you Marc Antoine? Oh, bro, you are Marc Antoine. Why didn't I place that till now? Oh, geez, man. Let's take a heads up. I forgot that's your real name, dude. Okay. Friend of the stream, Marc Antoine Plek Plek. Let's get it, baby. Let's go. Let's go, let's go. T. Hansen up to 1.5 million. Couple shorter stacks here, but everyone's pretty close together. Just sneeze 1 sec. Excuse me. Excuse me. Good luck, Jamie. Big fan here from the Philippines. Let's go, poker gods. Come on, brother. Let's go. Today could be the day. Today could be the day we just ship a few of these tourneys. To be fair, there's a lot of day twos from today's tourneys as well. You know? Like 5 of the tourneys we're going to play all have day twos tomorrow. So tomorrow could be the big money day, but nonetheless, we can find some money today too. Find some success. I forgot to add some of these buy-ins. Let me do that now. To 1166 in buy-ins. Good evening, Senor Staples. How are you doing? Greetings from Ibiza. What's up, Daniel? Sorolla. I'm great, man. Yeah, it's been a really good week. Excited to be playing some cards at a final table early in the stream. Things are great, man. Yeah, pretty happy. And Tottenham Hotspur has a final this Wednesday. Europa League final. So, yeah. Exciting times, man. Really exciting times. Sammy LaFleur goes for the min raise. Do we want to defend with King 9? Yeah, I think so. Just barely, but I think we do. Bet of 91,000. We're going to continue here with a gutter. Sometimes the best hand as well, but not like a huge amount of the time. Just sometimes King 9 is beating sort of suited connectors that might shut down. Yes, sir. There it is. Plek plek. There it is. Good luck, man. Ace King loses to King Deuce. That's not what I want to see at all. And a barrel on the turn. We fold. That's fine. Quads, be gross. What you gonna do about that, be gross? Thing is, we look full of crap here too. We call in the big blind, right? And then I guess check of the turn. And the river I jam, like, what do I have? A 3? Am I value betting 3 there? Probably would, to be fair. Although, maybe I'd check. I don't know. Basically, quads is what I'm repping, and it's what I had. Sick one for aces. Do you have any news about Tom Dwan right now? I don't know Tom Dwan personally at all. I saw him tweet about going back to the U.S. and he was saying some of his sort of tweets were coerced or something like that. You know, I think it's, from my point of view, I have a pretty extensive history with mental health. So, like, it looks like to me that Durr is going through some mental psychosis, like a difficult time, you know? And probably needs some resources to help him sort of get back to a stable place, and I hope he finds them, you know? Of course, like, the more conspiratorial-minded among us are going to think that there is some sort of conspiracy and people are out to get him, but, I don't know, my experience in the field would say otherwise, so I wish the best for Tom. I mean, it's a lot of pressure in this game, you know? A lot of pressure in the situations he's in, too, so hope the best for him. All right. Oh, there you go. Okay. Darren Carlin and Daniel Sorolla talking about Ibiza. The locals call it Elviza. Mainstream, it's Ibiza. I've been here for 4 years. I feel like in North America we call it Ibiza, but then in the UK they call it Ibiza. I don't know. I don't know how it's pronounced, but anyways, we're going to be back in 5 minutes. Enjoy some highlights. Final table height of the 162. Stay with me. Call. I don't know, call, especially with the $50 bounty in play here with the open ender and the pair. We hit trips. That's what the doctor said anyways. Said after 2 days of antibiotics, you're no longer infectious, but massive inequality in the economic opportunity that's created from it, right? Like it just, there is no accountability or feeling of ownership of those problems in the US, right? It's like a problem to be dealt with, but they don't feel as if it's a problem that they own in any way. I'm going to slow play queens, give ourselves a chance of getting this bounty. Kind of sneaky little move here. See if it pays off for us. They check call. We're going to bet the turn here. So we'll stick it out in this tournament as look who moves to our table. Brother Matthew Ice, the legend. An all-in $50 bounty for 17 blinds. We would have called, but Roliero takes the opportunity from us. And we're out. Oh, wait. This bounty's in play. Oh, wow. That actually changes things. Because it means this range is wider, and it means this range is wider. This for $75 for 2 blinds. I think I want to gamble here for that reason. It just means everyone's range is wider here, which puts ace-queen more in a comfortable spot. Future game of bounties and stuff as well. I don't know. We're going to gamble. Good luck. Nice. All right, we win the side against these two, which is great. Haka survives, but we get a $50 bounty here. Roliero's bounty is going to be like next hand probably. So there we go. $100 in bounties. 137 bounty in play here. We have 4 high, unfortunately. Get a call. We'd love to see a flop for a blind here. But does Matty want to open the door for Moscow Mule? Or does he let us see it for cheap? Oh. C'est incroyable. Oh la 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 la. Let's go. This is so sick. C'est pas possible? Is that a saying people would use? I don't know. Bet, call, call. Turns to 7. 44,000 in the middle. Bet, get a call or a jam from Jazzer 99. Possibly could have a 4, but like not super likely. They do. Can we chop? No. Wow, that's really sick. We lose a massive pot with trip 4s for 137 bounty. Oh man, and we had some chop outs there too, right? Like any deuce, any 10, jack, queen, king, ace would have been a chop. We just needed to dodge the 9, 8, 6, 5, 3. So yeah, we kind of got pretty unlucky there. More of the variations of variety, and then also like in which case, yeah, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Of colonialist pursuits. Oh, this sucks. This spot sucks, man. We have the jack of hearts too, which makes me want to call, right? Yeah, I think we should. Yo, we're back. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Let's get it done. Final table height, 1.46 million. We're 6 and 9. Got to battle it out here. 3,000 for first. You can see all the payouts in the bottom left corner. We also have the 215 and the 33 6 Max Championship day ones, and the 109 online Sunday party. Still coming up, we have a $530 main event, which we're going to play today, a $215 pot limit Omaha, and then a $215 mystery bounty turbo. in 3 minutes. Actually, I should register that right away. Right away, we're going to get in that one. So maybe put it on table 3. Seems good. When it pops up and is ready to go. But we'll focus primarily on our final table here with hands and stuff. Cheers, Daniel Sorolla. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, man. Oh, and it's actually been such a good... I mean, some of you guys don't care about this, but it's been such a nice food week as well. A lot of you know I suffer with an eating disorder called ARFID. Really restricted, like, the amount of foods that I can take in. And just recently I've added eggs back into my diet, which is like... It just gives so many options, dude. Like, eggs are in a lot of things. A lot of, like, breaded things have eggs. And so it's been a lot of fun to just, like, eat a bunch of stuff I haven't had for such a long time, you know? I got a breakfast burrito this morning with eggs and hash browns, a bit of ketchup, a bit of cheddar cheese. Delicious, dude. I mean, it's so good. Such a nice thing that, you know, I think a lot of people take for granted, but for me, it's like such a novelty. So that's been fun too. Been cooking this like chicken and rice dish often, which is basically just, you know, it's chicken, a sweet and sour sauce that I had for the first time last week too, and rice, and then you could fry up the rice a little bit in egg and do like an egg fried rice if you want. But it's been kind of like Chinese food tasting, you know, like American style Chinese food tasting. And dude, I haven't had anything like that in so long. Like, we're talking like pre-COVID. So it's been such a great food week, man. It's been so rewarding. Really enjoyed the whole process. All right, so here is the new table going in on table 3. And should kick off in a second. Darren talking to Daniel there. Oklahoma now have parental obligations after that. Portugal seems like a great place to be. It does seem pretty good, doesn't it? Lived in Europe in my early 20s, feel very at home abroad. So do I, man. I do feel more at home. I don't know if I feel more home, but I feel happier in Europe than I do in North America, to be honest. Montreal is the best place that I have found on this continent. And it's not really even close, to be honest with you. Like, it's just a really special place, and I like it here. But still just parts of Europe I prefer to it. So I'm just with you on that, brother. Thing with people about Tom is we don't know anything about outside of the poker life, but people love to assume things, which starts rumors, as you say, hope the guy gets sorted. Yeah, like, I've heard some things about Tom from, like, sources that sort of know in terms of, like, the circles he's running in and the games he's running in and stuff, but I think a lot of the sort of rumors around debt and people are after him is incorrect. It's you know, just like fantasy from from forum users, right? But either way, like, when you're backed and in debt and then playing really high stakes games and have been so for, like, you know, 15 years, it's just stressful, you know? It's stressful. It's not surprising to have sort of a bit of a stress break. So I'm hoping for the best for him, man. But I think I really hope he has some people around him that he can find trust in and can guide him towards path to happiness in some way. You know what I mean? We fold the 10-9 on the river here. I think is okay. Good luck, James from Poland. Thank you, Marcin Sires. Thank you very much. Final table, we're going to fold 5-4 suited here. Let's go back to our 6-5 for a second in the 215. Why are you sending me the fish rod, Bray? Get your fish rod out of here, man. Just bet call here. Flush is good. Flush is good. Take it down. All right, cool. Win a little pot in the 33. We're going to 4-bet with ace-king. Take it down against Andrea Radici from Malta. Seven to 9 on our final table. Not a lot happening here. Just staying patient. But we have chipped up pretty nicely in the 6-Max Championship 215, so that's really good. Hello, brother. Good luck. Thank you, MaxMax69. Pleasure to see you, MaxMax. Thank you for the good luck. Could be a hand you open here, but it's a fold, I think. These two are very short. Creates a great incentive for all the other big stacks to play back against us. It's already the hand of the edge, right? Like ace-9 offsuit's a fold, ace-10 is the line. We don't have a great dynamic to open wide here, so... We wait, we wait, we wait, we wait for a very important date. luck from Germany. Flo, what's going on? Welcome. Dankeschön. All in on our final table. Ace 4 against Jack 6. Our Ace King 3-bet got through. And Ace 4 with the double up to 433. No ladder for us, which is too bad. We were definitely rooting for the ladder there. But that's okay. We pick up Ace King next hand, which is very fun. Especially on this stack. It's really easy to play, right? We're just all in. It's only kind of difficult if someone like, if it goes like jam or something like that. Even against a raise and a jam, we would still call. Very simple. Min raise from Mika Sabuli. We're all in. Take it out. 1.5 million. We'll take those chips. Those are really useful to us. And we move on. I got a full ace jack suited here. It's too bad. Like, heads up, we definitely want to play, but it's a little too strong, and then there's a little bit too much risk behind us here with ace jack suited. King, queen, sixes. Would have played against this lineup, but of course we don't know it, right? It's kind of like best case scenario for us. King, queen wins. Ace 10, jacks. GG to Anton. We are down to 8. That's great news for us. Friend of the stream, Plek, getting it done, dude. We are down to 8. 503 cashed. Long way to go to win this tournament, which is the goal. When you guys are in Glasgow, are you guys going to go for an apartment or hotel? I think apartment probably, Steve. I don't know for sure, but I would assume an Airbnb is going to be the play for us. I also suspect that I will spend some time in Edinburgh before that tournament, just that we can relive some of the Edinburgh memories, you know? But let's see. We'll see. I haven't looked yet. I've got Manchester sorted. Everything is set up and ready to go for Manchester, but I haven't done Glasgow yet. I know friend of the stream, Big Ben, is going to go from Switzerland, which is pretty cool. E6 wins a pot there against Marc Antoine. Would have preferred a bust out. C'est la vie. Oof. Actually don't want to have the 10 of clubs here. We'd prefer them to have Jack 10, King 10, and club draws. We get a pretty tight fold here. Hey, Twilight of the Beer Gods. What's up, man? Legendary name, legendary man. Good to see you in the house. Speaking of, that's a man that'll be at Manchester and Glasgow. Twilight of the Beer Gods. One of the guys behind. I mean, he's the guy. He's the guy. The guy behind the Party Poker Tour. Doxed. I don't know if I was supposed to do that or not. Too late. Doxed. The man put it together. Thanks for stopping in, dude. Welcome. Welcome. I'm really excited, man. I'm excited for Manchester. The only thing with Manchester is that I land on the day the tour starts. So, like, I just might be too tired that night. I don't know, man. But the rest of it is just going to be great. Man, this tour is just fun. It's just fun. You've done such a great job with it. Okay. 8 left here. 6 of 8. Chipped down a little bit early days in this one. The 215 were 16 of 37. Day 2 is the goal. 15% of the field. And registration is open for 7 minutes. So we're going to find out how many pretty soon. We're going to hop in the $530 main event as well. We're just waiting a little bit. It's pretty early days in the blind levels, so don't feel any pressure yet. And then the $215 pot limit Omaha as well. And that's what's up. That's what we're planning here. Ace Queen against Queen 10 all in. I don't know who has who covered, but hopefully we ladder. I think Queen 10 has Sammy covered, I would guess. No, it's the other way. We're down to 7 with another ladder. Great news for us. We do have 2 shorter stacks, too. So 573 cash. Next ladder's up to 658. PSR, what's up, brother? The legend PSR going to his first Vegas this summer. Thank you very much for the 83-month resub. Got to keep the sub going, even if I mostly watch on YouTube now. Well, thank you, brother. Appreciate that very much, PSR. Welcome back. It's 11 the chat for PSR. Ollie Bob's UK. Oi, oi. Evening all. What's up, brother? I've said brother so many times. I need to stop saying it so much. Please forgive me, chat. Dankeschön. All the best for you. Thank you, man. Thanks, Flo. How was London? Great time, dude. It was so much fun. Really was. It was fun to play live poker, but also like just the banter at the table, the friendly sort of nature of everyone there. It was a real nice communal sort of feel. It was good, man. It was really fun. So yeah, if the other stops on the tour are like London, it's going to be a smashing success, I think. Good community vibe. Do you ever use PokerStars? I have, for sure. I'm not using it today. Primarily, I just play on PartyPoker, Ben Shuker. But I have an account if I would like to. But I'm a PartyPoker guy. I'm a PartyPoker pro for 7 years now. So I'm slightly biased to wanting you to play with us. You know what I mean? We have to fold 9s, I think. Sadly. Fold King 4. Well, look, Jamie, always enjoy your videos and never stay awake long enough on Sundays to see how it ends. Fair enough. You can always check the VODs after, man. They're there. Jim, sleep well. Fold the King 3. This is a pretty good flop for a short stack, right? Pretty dang good flop. Take it down, 65,000. How is Tricks, bud? Long time no see. What's up, Graf Tukula? I've never heard that saying before, but tricks are good, I think. I think tricks are good, man. Pleasure to see you here. What's going on? Ace Queen gets through in the 1 in 9 million. We turn an ace here, which is good. Only wrong thing with the tour is in Manchester. Listen, bro. What you got against Manchester? What you got against Manchester? I mean, their football clubs are shit, but beyond that, dude, seems like a great place. You have other options too. Manchester is going to be great, though. Manchester 235 is a nice casino. I've heard. Hey brother Hulk Hogan. So many hey brothers. I just can't. I don't want to kick it, but also just the frequency was maybe a bit much. You know what I mean? Raise it a 3-bet. Basically all in here. We're going to fold. Marc Antoine should be priced in, I think. And so good. We have a chance to ladder here, but ace-9 is behind. Need to see a 9. A 9. 9. The German kind. Okay. Do you know anyone from Glasgow or know the areas to avoid? No. But I feel like there's areas to avoid in every city, you know? I've traveled quite a bit, so I feel like generally get a sense of where you're going to be okay and where you're not going to be okay. King 10, I think we're going to jam here. It's like 4 of us tied, but King 10's a pretty decent hand. Into queens, though. No. Plek, please, brother. King, man. Come on now, Plek. Just hit me with the king. 572.88 GG in the tournament, man. It's a good cash, but it's obviously not the one that we were hoping for. Good luck to friend of the stream, Marc Antoine. Plek. Okay, so we got 4 tables, and we are going to hop into probably the main event now, right? I think it's the main event time. So let's do that. We're going to put it on table 5. Which will take us up to 5 tables. My club just became champions after a crazy comeback. What's the PSV story? Explain to me what happens with Ajax and PSV and the Divisa? I don't know how to pronounce it. I forget. What happened this year, dude? Explain. And congrats on your success, man. Shout out from the Philippines. What's going on, Nitsuj? A lot of people from the Philippines on Facebook and Mongolia. I find it so cool all the time. We call here against a very short stack, and they have a better hand, sadly. But we're going to chop here, no? Yeah, kings and queens with an ace kicker. Chop it up. Good news for us. What was your foundational start to learning MTTs? I started playing poker like 14 years ago, dude, and I've been learning the whole time. So when I started, it wasn't like, okay, I need to learn all this, and then I start. I kind of just started at a level where it was affordable for me to do so. And I learned as I went, you know. Picked up as much learning as I could from as many sources as I could and grew from there. So I hope that helps, man. Ship of both Manchester teams to be about to be in the Champions League. Manchester United is going to lose on Wednesday. Come on, you Spurs. Very important game for the Tottenham Hotspur. United deserves relegation. Moving on from that. Listen, I think historically, obviously, your football clubs have returned great success in results. But I don't like them. I don't like the clubs. Who likes the clubs? Very limited group of people. But, you know, you've had success. There's no question about that, right? Like, both Manchester Prem clubs have had a lot of success, for sure. Just, you know. Steve is giving me crap as well. Just when you go to Manchester, you can do a tour of the clubs and finally see what a trophy actually looks like. I'm gonna have one on Wednesday, mate. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna have one on Wednesday, dude. All right, we're re-entering the 109 party. Let me add the 109 buy-in, and I missed the 215 buy-in. We're up to 1490 in buy-ins today. Sorry, my friend. Heads up would have been fun. GG, guys. Good luck, Pluck. 115-month resub from an absolute OG legend, Illmatic. Illmatic84. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you as always. Hope you're doing great. Thanks for your support of this channel, man. Let's keep on that grind. Thank you, dude. Nathan Ball says, Manchester team's still going to be shit when United smash Spurs Wednesday. Good luck. Do you think United's going to smash Spurs? I don't think they will. I don't think they will smash Spurs. I think it'll be a relatively close game. I'm actually going to give a slight edge to Tottenham, although the betting odds are slight edge to United, I think. It really depends on the demeanor that the... I think anyways. I think it depends on the demeanor of how the players feel going into the match. Right? If there's just a ton of pressure on the Tottenham players and Ange hasn't got them in a good spot where they're excited and pumped up to go play and just give it everything they have. If they're nervous, then it's advantage United, right? Because I think United, from a club history point of view, this is not... It's a trophy. I mean, it is the point of playing football. But, like, it doesn't have any significance beyond that to them. Whereas for Tottenham, this is a big deal, you know? It's a really big deal. So... it depends on the mindset of the players, but I think the Tottenham squad is a better team. It depends if we show up and can do it. I don't know. I'm nervous, man. Hey, Twilight of the Beer Gods dropping the 50-month resub. Gets a love of the chat for your boy. Twilight of the Beer Gods, the mastermind behind the Party Poker Tour. It's true, chat. So visit us on the tour this year. Fold the King Queen. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Barrels against L. Hurtman. Seeing a shove would be bad news, obviously, but probably would have enough in the middle to where we call off. We take it down anyway, 70,000, which is good. 33 were chilling. The 215 were better than chilling. We call with King Queen. Cheers, Ilmatic. Thanks, man. Fold, I guess. Glasgow's pretty nice. I took my kids there a few months ago, and we had no problems in the center like anywhere. Best to keep your wits about you on a night out. Yeah, that was my impression too. I spent one day there, and it felt like a bit less touristy and a bit more edgy and scrappy than Edinburgh, but like, you know, not anything compared to like London or, you know, or parts of New York City or wherever. Like, you know, it's just, I think common sense will do you good. Whoops. I think shoving's probably bad, right? They're gonna call us in this bounty, so if we want to play, we need to flat, and then we have to play out of position with 8-9 suited. It's not really what we want there, but Queen 10's doable. Marcel is all in the main event again. How many make it in the 215? 13 players make it out of 36. 13 out of 36. If you could pick anywhere in Europe to live, where would you go? Man, I really do have a lot of answers to this question, I think, because it really depends on length of time and work and stuff, you know? I think right now it's kind of a no-brainer for me, and that would be London. Because it's such a great place, so practical for work as well. I can work there. The Party Poker Tour is going on. Rebecca's family is from there. We're closer to family. We really like the city. There's direct flights back to, you know, most places in Canada. I think London would be the pick for now, for sure. Long term, I really don't know, man. I do like French culture quite a bit, but my French is not good enough to want to live in Paris, and I can't work there and play on the global player pool as of now, so that wouldn't be an option right now. I definitely feel like I want to do another stint in Germany, but I wouldn't pick it for like ever, you know? Really depends what stage of life I think I was planning for. I think London is going to win most of the time. I think Paris and Berlin would have stints. And then some more peaceful places for much different stages of life, I'd say. I don't know. There's still so much to see of Europe, though, you know? For me, like, I just haven't been to... I've been to a lot of places, you know, very fortunate, like, but there's a lot of it I haven't seen, too. I quite like Central Europe. It's just the language is going to be an issue for long term, and then work in a lot of those places is an issue, too. So it depends how practical, you know? I don't know. I really do find, like, the area I'm most interested in Europe is kind of from Germany south, the line dividing former sort of communist states and capitalist states. So Germany, Poland, Czechia, Austria, Hungary, Croatia, Montenegro, Serbia, Albania, Macedonia, Romania, Bulgaria. That sort of like division between East and West Europe, I find really interesting, personally. Just because there's a mix of values and then a mix of norms as well that I'm a fan of, you know? So, yeah. I can't answer the question. I'm struggling with it. I really love Barcelona too, but I don't think I want to live there, but I want to visit there quite often. I don't know, man. What about you, chat? If you could pick anywhere in Europe to live, and let's say you had to go, right? So it's not an option, and ignore sort of pragmatic aspects, if you wouldn't mind, right? Ignore. You know, if you have like sort of an aging parents that you need to be close to and you got to think about their healthcare or something, ignore those effects, ignore practical work effects, and just like follow your heart. Where would you want to go? I'm probably still going to pick London, I think. I don't know, man. It's such a tough question. What about you, Rom? Can a poker player improve if he doesn't want to truly? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can improve even if you don't want to, but probably just like, I don't think it's what you want to bank on, if you know what I mean, right? Like, you could not want to improve, but then like watch some poker hands by accident and like pick up some strategies, even though you didn't want them to. You didn't want to. But like, I feel like we're playing word games here. You know what I mean? Like, if you find studying boring and pointless, which is where I think like the impetus of the question comes from. To me, it seems like there's two options to that. One, just accept that you're not interested and you just want to play for fun. And you could find games where the players are of similar skill level to you or worse than you if you want to find success in that arena. Or try and figure out a new way to improve that isn't terrible, like terribly boring. Of which there's lots of options, you know? So that's what I'd say. Hey, little Virgil dropping the 99-cent super chat on YouTube, but the message is redacted. Why? I don't know. I didn't redact the message. I can't see it though, but thanks for the 99 super chat, man. Appreciate it. Guess we're going to fold to the pretty big bet here on the turn. Let's go back up to the 6 max. Is it true in the book Super System Doyle wrote that women not compete at the highest stakes of poker or not? I don't know. I read Super System a long time ago. I don't recall if that's true or not. It wouldn't be surprising, though, especially out of the times that book was written and out of the sort of culture and tradition that Doyle came out of. You know, that sort of conservative viewpoint would really match his views in the world. So I wouldn't be surprised for sure. Come to Copenhagen and make Denmark great again. What? Wait a second. I'm not a politician, bro. You pick up languages when you live somewhere, though. It's true, but I think it's hard with English, though. At least that's my experience, anyways. Is that I need to put in quite a lot of effort to learn French because uh, people can and prefer to accommodate you than not. I guess I'd like to list out like a set of ideals and values that match me and try and find that. I've been to Budapest quite a few times. You can definitely see the Soviet influence of the architecture and the style of living. Yeah. See, that sounds great to me, you know? Like Hungarian politics really don't match my current vibe. I doubt they match yours either. But Rebecca loved Budapest, and I've never been, and I think I'd really like it too. So I want to check it out. Maybe I should put that pretty high on my list to check out the vibes. You know, maybe a little quick trip after one of the late party poker tours this year. Could be fun. Italy. I liked going to Rome quite a bit. If the question was like, what do I think the best tourist city is to visit? If you're going to visit one city as a tourist in Europe, I would say Rome. Like there's so many incredible, amazing things to see. And the experience of just like walking around, observing architecture, eating good food, just spending time in an environment is so good in Rome, I think. It's like, I loved my time there, man. It was so great. I don't know. For whatever reason, I guess I'm not as drawn to living there forever. But this is probably your answer, Gooberry, and you said Italy, which is fair enough. I'd live in Ireland in an instant. Yeah, fair enough. If you could get like a spot to live in Dublin, it'd be pretty fun. Svalbard. I don't know where that is. I'm gonna look that up. It sounds Nordic. This is an island way up north. Norwegian. Like Arctic Circle. Like way, way north. Fair, man. King 10's pretty good. I would love to go back to Kosovo, see what it looks like now after the troubles, as I was there when I was in the army. Amazing, man. Yeah. I mean, that would be great. That's an area of interest I really want to kind of research a bit is the Bosnian, Serbian, Croatian civil war after the breakup of what's it called? Under Tito, Yugoslavia. Just from my time like driving through there and then also living in Split, Croatia for a while, like, man, I absolutely loved the experience. And so kind of like a pet project to learn about that history tradition through its literature and stuff, you know? Defo tough call. Assume I'd have to move away from where I currently live. I'm tempted by Manchester. Me, it has city vibes of London, but not the busyness. Yeah, fair enough. For sure. And definitely, like, my answer would be super different with a family. Not that, like, London isn't doable with a family. I think it is, but a lot of other places would be, like, a lot closer for me personally. For sure. I would more heavily consider, like, Berlin, probably, with a family. Germany seems like a really great place for like bringing up a family. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder what Rebecca would say. Like, where would she choose if she had to choose? I bet she'd choose London, probably. She wouldn't be pumped about it, but I think it's just too practical for a bunch of reasons. All right, we win there, 186. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I don't know if you guys, like, well, You almost for sure don't, but I think for a bunch of reasons, I find myself to be like kind of like very different than a lot of my peers at the same age, you know? Uh, and mostly I think that's just situation, right? Like it's my career, it's my experience with my career. I don't have any kids. You know, I've spent a lot of time traveling. I don't work a conventional job where like I make work friends. I moved away from my hometown. I don't have school friends, right? Like, so it's just, um, and then the combination of traveling, sort of the internationalness of viewpoints. I don't know. It just feels like I don't fit in with a lot of people like of similar age and around me often, you know? And I guess what I would search for in a city is a place where there was a collection of people that I had a better chance to like connect with some of those people that are feeling things the same way that I am, you know? I don't think this is like a an experience that only I have. I imagine there's a lot of you that feel similar in sort of young slash transitioning to middle age, you know, early 30s, whatever. Like it just really separates in terms of so many people have so many different things going on in their lives to where finding people in the right sort of space to where you really gel is super hard to do. And then just rare, you know, just rare. And I kind of feel like I've done it backwards a little bit too. I don't know if that's true or not, but I definitely have quite a revolutionary, rebellious streak going on at the moment. Internally, not really in my actions or anything, but just more so like feel the most sort of like alt-minded slash punk or rebellious that I ever have. For a bunch of reasons, but I think, you know, one of those is my career for sure. My experiences as well. And so, I don't know, dude. It's like, I just don't see that anywhere. Like, I don't, you know, I don't really see my people, you know, so to speak. You know what I mean? I feel like it'd be a little bit easier to find that in a city like, as we lose in the 33. It's kind of why like Berlin's appealing, you know, like Berlin or Vienna or something like that. I kind of would just like to connect with some weirdos, man. You know? Is it important to be curious as a poker player, but also vital to be wary of dangerous situations? It's an interesting question. I think curiosity just like helps in terms of learning and being open-minded and being able to adapt your skills to the various things that come up in poker, right? Like if you're too sort of rigid and static, I think you're going to struggle to do well. You know, it can get you to a certain point, but then you need to be able to surpass the static sort of guidelines that are presented to you. But a ton of poker is like risk management, right? And there's risk management on a like hand by hand basis, on a tournament by tournament basis, on a like month by month basis, and on a career basis. And all of those, you need to have a sort of a good decision making process for all of those, right? So there's definitely, you know, in like satellite tournaments, we got into this 530 through a 109 satellite today. Understanding the risk reward of various things, like that's important, right? You got to avoid danger in a satellite. But then also, you know, I'm pretty happy to be 12, 13, 12 years into my poker career now. And like, we're still here, you know? I got more money now than I did 12 years ago. And still love doing this. And there's an element of like avoiding risk and doing things at the right pace and making good decisions that I think led to that. It's pretty rare for someone to have a 12-year poker career. And so that's an element of risk too, right? Like that sort of longer term, putting yourself in good positions and trying to ensure that those positions, carry forward. And then when things don't go well, that you're sort of protected in some way. Like all of that is part of being a poker player, right? Although it has nothing to do with a hand of poker. So yeah. Lisbon or Edinburgh? Not trying to glaze. Edinburgh is so far south that England is in play for short trips. True. Yeah, Edinburgh is a cool place. I enjoyed living there. I see colder, rainier climates, so Scotland seems to be an obvious choice. Lisbon can get pretty warm. Yeah, true. Collector of anything besides money, of course. I'm definitely not a collector of money. Money is a tool, so I'm not. I don't glaze money, dude. It's not. I don't put it on a pedestal. It's useful, That's all. I don't think I'm a collector of anything, but I do. I have but I have a collection of. I have a lot of books. I have a lot of physical art, like 40 pieces of art or so, and have some like 4K / Blu-ray movies and some CDs / records. So I guess like the thing that I spend money on the most that is non-essential, like as a hobby, is generally like art, high art / mid art kind of stuff, classic movies, classic books. Because this is what I like to sort of spend time doing outside of poker, is exploring those worlds, Like, I don't know, to me, if you look at the history of like film or the history of literature, you have books and movies that are just like so important to so many people. They're such a big deal, right? And it's confirmed. It's like guaranteed. It's like, yeah, okay. There's been like tens of thousands of people that have studied these things, and they're telling you like this book is the straight goods, or we have long conversations about this because it's so interesting. And so for me, it's like such a no-brainer to invest time in those things. And one, to take part in that conversation. Two, garner the sort of experience you can have from experiencing those, right? And it'll shape you and mold you and make you, in a lot of ways, more empathetic, or it'll change you in a way that I like. That's a no-brainer to me. So I spend money on physical art. I'm not looking for like special editions or like collecting in that sort of way. It's more just trying to I'm in it for the art, I guess. This is really awkward. I guess I'm going to call with our King Jack and check here on the turn. We're going on a 5-minute break after this, and then I'll come back and continue in the chats, because there's lots of chat, but I'm a little bit behind because we've been talking various things. 1.1 million in the main event, 2.4 in the 215-6 max. Final 13 make day 2. What the heck do I do here? I mean, there's flushes out there. There's straights out there. We turn top 2 pair. I mean, someone has a flush, no? I mean, someone just has a flush. The 215-7 max, we're back to 101,000, which is beautiful. So that's great. Let's see what happens to this hand, though, before. No, check is bad. Oh, no. Oh, no, we have the best hand. The odds that we have the best hand there are so small, though. Like this. So this bet is bad on the turn. Like, it's too wide. This call is bad on the turn. There's a player behind here that can shove all in. You're drawing dead against spades. This is a bad call. Both these plays are bad, but we did fold the best hand, so maybe I'm the idiot. I'll be back in 5. Stay with me. Soft bubble, I should say. we've got a shot here. And we're in the money now. So 231 cashed, plus 100 in bounties, 331. Okay. First thought is to call here. Great squeeze spot for all these players, but then Haka 3-bets. And now it's just an all-in for us. So good luck us. Double blacks all in, and Haka has got to decide whether they want to go for both bounties. I hope they do. Aces, queens for 290K. Come on, let's go. Let's go. That's a really big pot. That's going to put us in 4th place, I think, or 5th. And first place is 1,500 plus bounties, about 3,000. That would be a huge profit on the day. This is it. This is just gorgeous. I'm going to 3-bet against Haka. I think it's a good spot to do it, even as a bluff. And we leave room for both opponents to 4-bet, which could happen sometimes here. So, oh, hell yeah. Aces against 9s. On the final table, bubble. Uh-oh. Come on, let's go. 515,000, baby. That's putting us in 3rd. We don't burst the final table bubble, but we cover everyone on our table. Bubble butt, bubble, bubble, bubble butt, bubble butt, bubble, bubble, bubble butt. Whoo, Haka. Hit it, Haka. Oh, hell yeah. I think we want to call here. Induce action from either opponent. We wouldn't bust if we were out this hand. So, yeah, just call. Come on, ace king. For the marbles. Ace king, queen 9. Okay, good start. Great turn. Come on, let's go, chat. $112 coming our way, and I think we're down to 8 here. I think we're down to 8. Final table hype of the Super 215. Coming into the final table, 3 of 8. And look who's on my left. Matty Bands. 320 cashed, 213 in bounties. First place is going to be 1,500 plus bounties. Be anywhere from 3,000 for the win up to like 4,500 if you really crush bounties. So it could be a lot. Folds around to Jazzor, who limps. We're going to raise. Raise get a call. Jack 10-8 on the flop. It really hits their limp call range. We do flop a double gutter though. I'm going to check back. I think you can argue for betting there too, but I kind of like a check. Turn top pair. Do we want to value bet here? Yeah, I guess 1 street of value, and it's probably now, is better than the river, but 8s against ace queen. That's a set. And we're down to 7. 365 cashed, plus our bounties. 213. Okay. I'll call it 580. We just want to call with jacks. Very strong hand, right? It looks amazing, but we can get in a lot of problems getting it all in for a flip in this spot. Raise call and a squeeze from Murphy. This is a nightmare situation for us. It's not a nightmare yet, right? Like we could just take it to a flop here. Okay, we're back. What's going on, chat? Welcome back to the stream, chat. Now let's take stock of tournaments that we have going on or coming up or whatever. So, PLO main event. Want to play that? We've got an hour 22 left to register. The mini PLO main event, same thing. But 22 minutes left to register. So if you want to get in that 33 mini PLO, you got to do it sooner. PLO 8, maybe play, but not a priority. 33 millions online mystery bounty. Could play, not a priority. And then a 25 Party Poker Tour Path round 1. This is where you can win a full package, the Party Poker Tour Manchester. But that's for next Sunday. And then a 215 6-Max Championship, which we're already planning to get through right here. Okay. So we're chilling on these 4 tables. I'm going to get more, but we don't need to push it here. We can focus on our 530 and our deep run in the 215. Just gonna fold 3-9, which is it's a bad hand, frankly. All right, what did I miss in chat? Anyone fancy Bodo Glimt? Great football team, a bit cold. Yeah, I mean, shots fired. We did get them, though. We did get them. Prague second choice, interesting. Interesting. We should go all in here on the turn, right? Munich, interesting. That's cool. Oh, what? What is this, Jasper? Oh my God, Jasper. Turn top pair. Muggy W's got a take here. Let me see what's going on. Not pragmatic, also not taking politics into account. I would love to live in an Italian coastal town with those older ones, no yachts, cars, or tourists. Buy my bread in one of those traditional bakeries, meat, vegetables, etc. Those specialized shops. No huge supermarkets like 20 degrees Celsius. People prioritize and enjoy value of life. Yeah, I mean, beautiful, incredible. See, the thing is, I want that in my life, but I don't want it all the time because I love the hustle. I like the artsy stuff going on, the edginess, the festivals, events, all that. I like it, man. But I'm about 3 months of the year, I want exactly what you're talking about. Sounds great. You're a collector of Ingas, exactly. Hey, Big Ben. Big Ben, a American by birth, is going to be at the Party Poker Tour Glasgow, excuse me. Party Poker Tour Glasgow in Scotland. In August. He's booked his stuff, bro. Chat, we're going to see Big Ben. And Big Ben is action. I'm telling you that. Whatever you picture of Big Ben, knowing he's American and he's coming to Glasgow and he's action, is what you're going to get. That is Big Ben. So bring the pounds because he's coming. We're going to re-enter there. 215. And I'm looking forward to it, Ben. We got action, brother. Gotta get those green tags out, Jamie. Yeah. Yeah, I've been a little light on the tagging recently. I lived in Germany for 3 years. It's as close as perfect as you can find. It's pretty cool, man. It is a pretty cool place. I really like it. But I need to check out the West as well. More of an introvert, extrovert. Pretty extroverted, I'd say. I am on stream delay to avoid sniping yet. Not many people in your age bracket would be into art, opera, history, and poker. You are a rare breed. Exactly what I'm saying, dude. And I'm not saying that as if it's better for any reason. More so, it's just like hard to find people to connect with on everything that isn't poker. It's easy to find people to connect with poker on, right? For sure. There's millions of us out there, dude, but less 33-year-old dudes that will go to opera. It's just not a thing that happens, so I don't know. You're on a roll, Jamie. Thank you. Just lurking tonight. All right, I'm all caught up on chat. Let's win some damn tournaments, chat. 2 million here, 19 to 27. Like I said, 13 make it through to day 2 and in the money. Day 2 is tomorrow. So we play till in the money, and then we come back tomorrow and play the mystery bounty portion of this tournament, plus for all of the money in the prize pool. So let's make it happen. Let's get there. $6-10 suited is pretty good. Must fold 6-10 suited. So here's a question for you, chat. If you could learn another language by osmosis, right? You would just take it in. You'd pick it up and boom, you had it. All right? Which language would it be and why? And for me, it's an interesting question for me as well because I really need French. I live in a French city. I have a lot of interest in French culture, French art, the French Franco sphere in the world. I'm interested in it, but I feel like, am I too arrogant to think I can do it without picking it up by osmosis? I feel like I just want to keep chugging ahead with that and then pick up another language on top as the bonus, you know? Of just like, okay, and then I'll get 3 and I don't even have to do one. It just, I pick it up automatically. You know what I mean? Rebecca, thanks for lunch. You're an absolute queen and a darling. And everyone's excited to see you. What?
The air fryer is some wow.
We love the air fryer. Thank you. I just don't know, chat. Like, you would think Mandarin, but like, I don't have a huge interest in spending a ton of time in China. And like, 7 years ago, I would have said Russian probably as like a Slavic, I think it's Slavic root language, but not anymore because Slava Ukraine. I guess it's going to be Spanish, dude. I guess it's going to be Spanish. I'll learn French. And then next on the list would probably be German. Tell me if you think that's terrible. All right, chat, I'm going to have a bit of lunch. Appreciate you all. Let me leave you on this 215 max. We're trying to get to the top 13 because we're battling here. Actually, before we do that, let's win a big pot here. But yeah, I'll be back in just a couple minutes. Just going to take out the face cam and have lunch, okay? Cool. Be right back. Okay, we're back. Thanks for waiting while I had lunch. Does the language have to be human? Could I talk to dolphins? If it didn't have to be human, bro, I would definitely be really tempted by some animal language, for sure. But I don't feel like animals have languages like that. I could be wrong. I don't know if there's the same shared communication. I don't know. Man. I do know I have top set. 100% Portuguese so I could understand the smack my father-in-law speaks about me. Well, that is just very practical. Espanol for me, we go on holiday there a lot. It'd be nice to not feel like I'm an ignorant Englishman, assuming everyone will speak to me my own language. I'm actually trying to learn it on Duolingo. There you go. Nice. Yeah, Spanish is so practical. I really like Spain too. Spain is not that I've spent a ton of time there or anything, but seems great. Where would you recommend Twilight of the Beer Gods? Where are some of your favorite spots in Spain to go? $310,000 here, which is good. We have 2 million here, but we're probably gonna win this pot. I assume, unless this is 9s or 10s, but surprised by Queen Jack for sure. Russians banned from party poker? Yes. We do not operate in Russia. Open the ace queen. Pretty good hand. And at this stack depth, 23 blinds or so, we're willing to go all in with 22 and a half, I guess. But let's see what everyone else does, because sometimes we just get it through. And here we go. Good luck us against Mick. But Mick folds. We take it down and we're moving on. Have you guys ever received a phone call worth answering on Sunday? I just don't think it's a thing, dude. It's just exclusively spammers, no? On Sunday? PLO main's got an hour left to reg. Their 33 has 5 minutes, and you know what? Let's flick in the 33, the mini main. Let's do it. Just sounds fun, man. You know, I just want to play some PLO sometimes. Here we go. Just change the buy-in to small. All right, cool. And table 5 is a 500. I don't know why I have the question mark there. Oh, because I just did that. Idiot. Okay. Sweet. Poker's fun and all till you go on a 2-month bad run of getting destroyed by everything. That is a really painful part of poker, dude. And it is a part of poker. It's brutal. It is brutal, man. I mean, sometimes you just go on bad runs that you think must end, and then they just don't for like double the amount of time you think is possible. It's just part of the game, man. Pretty brutal. Dolphins have different dialects, accents, communicate with each other, and some false killer whales where they change their dialect to work together for hunting. Super interesting. That's crazy, dude. It'd be fun to be friends with a dolphin, man. Marbella, great place for a holiday. Word. Haven't explored so much of Spain. Didn't know about not operating in Russia thing. Whose decision was that? Party Poker Russia? I don't know on the origins. I don't know how poker works in Russia. I feel like they have their own rules. And so, like, I know some other sites have, like, sub-sites where they have, like, the Russian player pool. I don't know. I don't know what the origin was of when we pulled out and as to why, but yeah. Wish Australia was cooler and let us play online poker. Yeah, I know, right? So frustrating. Matty going for the raise. I think we got to rip it in here against Matty Bands. Everything we got, Matty Bands, with the 6 and the 6. With the 6 and the 6, Matty Bands. Let's go. Take it down. Open ace queen, pretty good hand. Would call a jam from Mick. I mean, mostly I think that this is just a 4-bet hand. 27 blinds deep. We've got Jasper on our table again. I have my phone set that I don't have your number saved to my phone and auto sends you to voicemail. Leave me a voicemail, add you to contacts, call you back. Oh, word. That's cool. So many medical phone calls in Quebec, though, is tilting. Just got busted by 9 deuce. So sickening. Anthony Capaccio. Can we get a run good for Anthony, please? Never been to Barcelona or Madrid. Mostly it's been places near the beach. When I was in uni, I went to a coastal town called Lloret de Mar to play lacrosse. I went back there last year with the family. It was a totally different experience. Sadly, Spain won the Euros by beating England in the final, and when I went to sulk on the balcony, all I could hear was people celebrating. You can't put that on them. Interesting. Okay. Lorette de Mar. I'm going to look this up. Or it's just Lorette de Mar. So north of Barcelona. Interesting. Rebecca, my brother, and I wanted to do a trip. My brother Chris, when we were living in Edinburgh. So the very early days of Party Poker. We wanted to do like a Southern Europe's little road trip one summer. And it was the COVID summer, you know? So we were like, oh yeah, that'll be fun. And then COVID happened, and then we never got to do it. So that would be the kind of place that you would drive by, I'm sure. Honestly, you should just like fly to Marbella, rent a car, and then just stay on the coast. Like just drive the coast and stay in coastal towns for a while. Sounds fun to me. Pulled the King 6 here in the 5:30 main event. Today we booked to go to Majorca, and I haven't been there before, so looking forward to that. Nice. I think that's an island, right? Majorca. I'm going to look it up now. It is an island. Nice. Cool. Are we priced in here with King Jack suited? I think so. 12 blinds and like King Jack suited is pretty good, you know? It's not the same as like King 9 offsuit or something, so. Hold it! Yeah, let's go! Just a little suck out there. I mean, equities are pretty close together, but we will definitely take that. Puts us on 3 million. Gives us a pretty good chance of making day 2. Which is, again, at 13 spots. So we're in 14th place right now. So I guess we're not, you know, it's not an amazing chance, but we're in here. We're battling. We exited Russia around the time the war started. I'm not 100% sure that was the reason, just applying correlation and causation. Yeah, for sure going to be part of it. Whether it was like an ethical decision or a purely financial decision, just like operating in a country that's in a war where you have uncertainty in terms of like whether you can get your money out, like, you know, the process of following rules and regulations when everything is so like up in the air is seems like a bad idea. I mean, putting ethics aside even. Check here with Forrest. Please win. No, fives. Gibraltar is nice as well. Yeah, word. I'd love to check that out. The whole gaming world is in Gibraltar. Sorry for the essay, but you asked for it. Yeah, here we go. The Eredivisie story. PSV was the best squad by far. Not saying that in a biased manner. 95% of the Netherlands would agree, literally. Okay. Everything went well till February with a nice 9-point lead. People were saying we needed winter tires for the Triumph Parade. Then the unexpected happened and PSV lost many points. Now, Ajax took a 9-point lead after winning a 1-versus-1. PSV practically gave up. Players said it was over. So first of all, this is not making any sense already, dude, because you're saying they have a 9-point lead and that PSV was the best squad by far. 95% of the Netherlands would agree. A 3-match lead cannot be 95% of the Netherlands, but I'm not going to call you out on it because I know you're a PSV fan and I get what you're trying to say. So we're going to keep moving. We're going to keep moving, but barely. Continuing the story. Their coach and players refused to speak out. They were going to be champions, though, which is the opposite of their identity. The slogan is, we are Ajax, we are the best. That is historically correct with 36 titles. But this Ajax squad is very vulnerable, okay? and everybody knows it. At some point previous seasons, they were in last place. This is why the coach did a remarkable job. There are rivals, but their coach achieving this can only have massive respect. With merely 6 points out of 5 games, they would be champions. Then Utrecht happened. Okay, well, first of all, we're calling here with ace-10, no? Ooh, 170 blinds. Top 13 make the money. This is like pretty dead money, though. I think we have to call here with ace-10. It's close, though, for sure. Against ace-5. Come on! Hold it! No 3, no 5. Let's go! Let's go, chat. 5.6 million. Let's go. That's going to put us in 5th. Come on, baby. You guys want a day 2 stream? Let's go. Anyways. Merely 6 points out of 5 games would have been champions, but then Utrecht happens. So 6 points out of 5 games to any non-football followers, you get 3 points for win, 1 point for draw. So they have 5 games. They need to win 2 games, or they can draw 3 and win 1 or whatever. And that's leaving aside what the other teams do. So, like, you're in a great spot. They lost 4-0 to Utrecht. Okay. It's the start of their implosion. Under pressure, they didn't win anymore. On the second to last game, PSV beat third place holder Feyenoord in the 99th minute. Ajax drew in the 99th minute. PSV took over the lead with 1 point, which ended up being enough to win it all. 6. So I did see the clips of people in the PSV stands reacting to the last minute draw against Ajax, which lost them 2 points and put them in the lead, I guess. I saw those clips going around social media, but I didn't have the full context, and now I do. Epic, dude. Epic. What an epic comeback. Tough day to be an Ajax fan. Lex Veldhuis. Someone check on Lex Veldhuis, man. Need a wellness check. That's tough. That's tough, man. I'm not going to be texting Lex today. I'll tell you that. He'll be pissed. Do we want to gamble here? We have a really terrible wrap. Open ace queen, or no, open ace queen here, call, and then a squeeze for 15 blinds. We definitely call with ace queen. It's a good hand. And we be flipping. Okay, we lose the flip. I feel like we just gamble here for memes, mostly. I mean, equity-wise, it's like we've kind of already made a decision when it's a 3-way all-in here. I don't mind our hand with this lineup as well. It's pretty good. Yeah. Full house, baby. Full house, baby. 2.6 million, full house. Let's go. Call a 3-bet with ace-10. This is in the 530 against Matthew Pinch. Check, check. Turns. King and Jack are bad turns. The rest are fine, basically. But we do like the idea of controlling the size of the pot here a bit with the 10. We check back with ace-10, offsuit and suited. King-10 suited, Jack-10 suited. Unless we had like Jack-10 of spades or King-10 of spades or something like that. A bit on the turn. We call. River's a 4. This is good news. Worried about jacks and Queen-9 suited. We kind of beat the rest, I think. So it checks to us. Can we value bet here? We get called by King-10 suited, Jack-10 suited, 9s. Yeah, I am going to go for thin bet here, I think. Like, a lot of draws missed, right? Straight draws, heart draws, and spade draws. So it's going to be easier for them to call us light, is my thinking. And they fold. Okay. Cool. Nice chip up in the main event. Added 25% to our stack from starting stack, that is. So good spot. And we're 4 stacks here in the 215. 13 make the money. Would love to make a day 2, baby. Luck, brother. X Friday stream. Let's have it. Good luck. Come on, man. Let's get it, Pete. Thanks for being here. Been great hanging out, Jamie. I'm going to head off to bed. Catch you soon. Catch you soon, man. Catch you soon. Have a good day tomorrow. All the best to the fam. I'm going to limp along here against the under the gun limp. Yes, I'd like a day 2 stream. Me too, man. Me too. Let's go, yuck mouth. Got to go the distance, though. Really small raise. Call. We call. We don't flop the nuts, but it was a fun try. I think we can call this in position. Pretty good hand. We have a gut shot. That's not bad. Don't really want to bet with this much equity, especially against this opponent. It goes check, check. They bet 306 on the turn. We call. And I think probably call down, right? Like, pretty good hand. They have a lot of stuff they could want to bluff here. We check back flop. Seems pretty comfortable. And we beat ace-king, which is great. Eight, 7, 4, 5. We open, get 3-bet. We call. Straights. Bad draw. Moving on. I'm off that table. Who cares, man? We're out. Pete with all the emojis, dude, on Facebook. What's going on, dude? Welcome. $5.2 million, and remember, it's a mystery bounty tomorrow, right? So having a stack is useful. Good turn. Good turn. We pick up a pair. We like that. I don't mind a little bet here. We get value from some ace highs. We also protect. Makes the river quite easy for us to play as well. We can just check back the river. Hope that they have the ace queen or the ace king or the ace 10 here, and they do, which is nice. So we're on 6 million. Let's go. Ooh, good spots. This is a good spot, but then also these jacks here. Are an all-in. Against Andrea Radici, who's probably got a decent hand, but like nothing insane is my guess. They have something insane. The kings are going to get us unless it's a one-out jack. GG. 2 outs still, actually. Thought the suit was counterfeit. We have to fold ace queen. So a raise under the gun, we call here. Bet on the flop, we call, raise, call. We fold. One pair, unlikely to be the best hand here. Looking at ace king and a draw is like best case scenario. I mean, they could both have draws theoretically, but ace queen's just not doing very well. It's really difficult to improve in this pot. And there's a flush against, I'm guessing ace king. Ace king against flush. No, ace nine, two pair. So even more behind, but yeah. We did have the second best hand on the flop. They had done some research whether a come like this has ever happened, comeback like this has ever happened, but it never has. Being 9 points ahead, later 9 points down, and still win the title, it's unique. Tells you something about how crazy that is. Absolutely, man. That's an insane, insane comeback. Insane. Did Ajax win today, by the way? Of course they did, but they lost. Oh, it's just ruthless, dude. Oh, it's ruthless. It's ruthless. What a game. Open the 9-8, 3-bet from Paulo. We call. Good hand to crush an aggressive Paulo, you know? Want to induce a check raise here, ideally. And we've done it. But they could have like a great hand, but nonetheless, we're obviously all in with top pair, backdoor flush draw. And we are out. GG. GG, 226 on that one. 226 place, that is, but no money. First time watching you in 7 years, give or take. Wow. Crazy, man. Welcome back. Really cool to see how good you look. It's still hitting strong these tournaments. Cheers from Brazil, man. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate the kind words, and welcome back, Vitor P. How's life been, man? All right, so I'm just going to check tournaments here. We've got the 215 PLO main event. And that's kind of it, realistically. That'll probably be the last tourney we play, but I don't need to rush it or anything yet. Because there's still reg for another 41 minutes. Oh, and we did bust up here. Actually, maybe it is time. Maybe it is time to hit the PLO. Here we go. 215 PLO main event, day one. Mystery Bounty is going in gold, as all 4 of our tournaments are mystery bounties. It's pretty fun. And I think that's it. There's a 109 6 max hyper that starts in 21 minutes as well. We might play, but to be determined, you know? Definitely got to lock up our day 2s here in the 215s and 33. Ace, king, king, 10. That is a 10. Sick. Nicolay is out. No, the other way. The other way, actually. They doubled up. 13 players make it. We're 6 of 18. Big pot for the trip fours, 6.6 million. We battle on. I think it's a bad spot to bluff. Like, their range is a little bit stronger than ours in general. We have no equity on the turn, right? Like, we have to hope for a card that maybe chops us. I think it's a bad spot to bluff. When they check twice, they're pretty protected here, so. Even worse is the last week Ajax lost last minute goal. That was the one I saw on highlights of and stuff. So sick, man. Against a team that were down to 10 men. So sick. Part where I didn't make sense, the 95% I was talking about was preseason, not with the 3-match 9-point lead. Oh, word. Honestly, even then, if you hold a pistol to Ajax fans' heads, I think it wouldn't be far from that number. It really is like that. Even adds to why this season was so crazy. Well, everyone enjoy the parties today. In the Netherlands. Sounds fun, man. Oh, Jasper. Hey, I did ship the 162. Let's go, Plek Plek. Congrats, man. Little 3K bank. Day's chilling. We've got some good day 2 potential here in the 215 6-max championship. So that's great. And chipped up in the main event, so things are good, man. But it's been a relatively chill day as well, so. Eight of 17. Flop is King 7-5 with 1 diamond. And it looks like a better flop than it is, but really, it's not very good. A bunch of backdoor draws, that's it. And undercards. It's your boy, Carter Arter. What's up, man? How are you? How are you, man? It's a pretty bad draw, actually. Just fold. Is Twitter down? Looks down for me. Interesting. Twitter signed me out. Let me see if I can get to it on my phone. Folded a big old bet coming in here. It works on my phone. Weird. Where does it? No, actually, it doesn't work on my phone. Oh, it does. Huh. Can't tell what's going on with Twitter. Is your guys' Twitter working or not? We go for a check raise here. Okay. And we're going on a break, so Lex hates PSV, but he would say the same. Yeah, word. Fair. Hey, Jamie, what would you say is a good starting balance for a poker cash game career for someone starting out to play for fun? You really need to know like a lot more about your life than you do about the game of poker, I'd say. Right? There's so many variable situations in life that could dictate needing to have different bankrolls to manage your risk. Because at the end of the day, bankroll amount is about managing your risk and being able to afford, your lifestyle. If you're talking about professional, which you are here. So I can't come up with a good answer without that. Just more than you think, right? There's more variance than you think. And also, I think starting from wanting to do something without having any sort of concept of how difficult it's going to be, probably not the right first steps, I'd say. Probably, at least in my situation as a 33-year-old, I'd want a proof of concept. You know what I mean? But that wasn't the case when I was 19 because it didn't matter. You know what I mean? But at 33, it would matter, and I would want to find some level of success before I was to take the plunge in some way, So, anyways, we're going on a quick 5-minute break. When we come back, we are basically on the soft bubble here. 9 of 15, 13 make the money and make day 2, and the 215 6-max mystery bounty. So that's great. 215 PLO, we're at starting stack. The 33 PLO, we're on 2.5 stacks. In the 530 main event, we've chipped up a little bit to 1.1 million, okay? Pokerstaples on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. I'll be back in 5 minutes. Stay with me. Off and get 7th place in a bounty with jacks, It sucks. But anyways, we should definitely at least see a flop. I think back raise is a punt, so we call it. And this is the nightmare, right? We check on this 9-6-4 flop. They quickly bet pot. Oh, I mean, the bet size is I'm afraid. That's what the bet size says, right? It's I'm scared. The thing is, some people are scared with ace king here because they've already put a bunch of money in. They don't want to lose. Some people are scared with aces because they don't want to be outdrawn. Brother, I don't know what to do here with jacks. This is never a bet size you should see. Don't know. Don't know. We'll never know. Yeah, it's tough with the jacks there, man. Just the risk reward is not set up too well for us there. That's the problem. Against some people, we've made a huge mistake, and against some people, we've made an epic fold. We don't know with Murphy. It's against the average, I don't know. But in this pot, we flop middle set, which is phenomenal. We've also got a 225 bounty potential up there, so let's bet 30K. Ace scared or ace king scared? Yeah, something's scared with that bet size for sure, right? It's just the more inexperienced they are, the more, well, actually, honestly, you could be inexperienced and scared with both of those hands. Open the king 10 on the button. Flop comes queen, jack 4. Check back. Want to control the size of the pot here. We can continue on pretty much any turn. We don't want to bet and get raised off our hand. That sucks with a hand like this. So we check back. We call the turn. We smash a king on the river. Probably have the best hand. And let's see. We do. Let's go. All right, folds around us with ace jack here. Do you want to raise or limp? Both work. I think mostly raise under ICM. We do cover mat. Obviously, we don't want to play a pot that big, but we take it down. Cool. Oh, isn't she lovely? Let's go. Now, aces is the best hand in poker, and we've got huge bounties available. We're going to raise over this limp. Going to call ace 6-6 on the flop. We just need to see that here, dude. Just nothing checks that raises pre. So we have to bet and hope they have a 6, basically. Because most of the time, they're just going to fold. 8 on the turn. I'm going to go for another small bet. If they have a 6, they're going to put in a raise. Right? It's so hard to have an ace. There's 3 of them here. We're trying to get them to continue with a king. And we want to bet a size where they're going to raise a 6. Or a straight. Fold against what was probably a flush draw. Like that sizing doesn't make any sense in theory, right? But in practice, they're going to raise trips. They're going to raise a straight. They don't really have anything else, and like bluff opportunities. So we have to bet small. Wow, all in call. Here we go. Ace King Jack 10 Queen Jack. Some mini bounties, so I kind of want the stack to go. This 225 is gone. Matty probably folds a lot of his range here, though. I mean, this bounty is not worth a lot. Ace Queen calls against the Ace 10. And, oh, no, sick. Oh, all right, 237 bounty. I mean, there's $800 in bounties available for Jazzor, so it's just a call. 10s, Ace Queen, 5, 6. Nice, okay. We don't want to see Jazzor with the double knockout here. Okay, cool. So both the shorties double, Jazzor loses some chips there, and the bounties remain gettable for us. That's true, Pass Jamie. That's true. I didn't even get a break, chat. I didn't even go up and get a drink. There was just no time. We were just right back into it, baby. Because we're on the soft bubble here, 2 away from making the money in day 2. Thank you, Paul Savoy, for the good luck. Appreciate you. Thank you. Do you think you could have been bluffing with Queen Jack? I forget the exact spot you're mentioning, Tom Russo. Definitely possible, though. Definitely possible. Definitely possible. Fold the Jack 4 here. So there's a 1 million stack, and then a 1.2 million stack, and then a 2.7 million stack. So people aren't actually that short in this tournament. Jack 4 offsuit. Fold, I guess, man. I'm not happy about having to be a nit, but I think fold is good. That is the nuts. Is it worth raising? I think so, dude. Like, force hearts to put in the most money, you know? Did you play any tourneys at Playground during the Moneymaker thing? I haven't, dude, no. It was such a nice, warm week, man, that, like, I just wanted to be outside. We were thinking about it, but... What was the topic of your last tweet? Profanity, but no topic. Inquiring minds need to know. Romania rejected their far-right politician today and elected a pro-West sort of central figure instead of sort of the Russian-backed, leave the EU candidate, essentially. So my tweet with the French flag and the English flag and the Australian flag and the Canadian flag and now the Romanian flag is about the recent trend of countries electing sort of left or centrist as opposed to right-wing politicians to government in the last, 7-8 months, whatever. Is exciting for me, from my worldview anyways. It feels as if the earth is healing in some sense, like we're moving towards decency once again and reasonable humanist solutions to problems, compromises. So they're about electoral victories. Check. I think the moneymaker thing is over, right? I'm pretty sure. There's the high roller tomorrow, but we got a day 2 tomorrow probably. I mean, we're one off the day 2, but I guess I could always late reg the high roller. Nah, there wouldn't be time. The $250 mega stack maybe, or on Tuesday there's a PKO. I got 2 appointments on Tuesday. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. What's up, Jamie? Old school fan from back in the 2014 Twitch days. What's up, Drock? You've got a Kappa as your profile picture on YouTube, so fair enough. Probably true. Didn't know you still stream poker. Drock on the Rise was my name back then. Good luck to see you, bro. Hey, man. I don't know if it's Drock or D-Rock. Think of D-Rock of Gary V fame. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, we're out here doing it, bro. We're out here doing it still, man. Battling it out in the streets. Having a good time, man. So it's good to see you again. This time on YouTube instead of Twitch, but... Well, I'm on Twitch as well, still. All the best. The old school Kappa face, man. Pretty cool. That guy fumbled. He was an icon. Fumbled the bag. Hey, we made it through to day 2. Let's go, chat. Come on. We're coming back tomorrow in this one. Starting in the money, 100K guaranteed. There's still some flights in the morning for people. But yeah, we start tomorrow at 3:30 Eastern time, 3:30 my time, okay? Which is 12:30 if you're on the West Coast. And I think it's 8:30 if you're in the UK, I believe. Anyway, 21 and a half hours from now, so that is tomorrow. Let's go, man. Day 2 locked, baby. So we've now got 2 PLOs and the 5:30 main event. Chilling. I forgot to restart my music, by the way. I'm going to do that now. Rachmaninoff Symphony number 2. Beauty. Fold the queen 10 3-3. D-Rock, you demand. Jamie, you got me fired up about poker back in the day, man. Your streams, it used to get super hyped. Yeah, man. Yeah, good times, dude. There was like the tournament wins were so big back then, you know? They were so important in my personal life, so yeah. Really small bet. Is there any value in a raise here? I might try a thin raise. I definitely fold if they came over the top, right? But you know what? I think this is too thin, actually. You've got to think from their perspective with my raise here. I have ace queen and queen 9 in my range. Like, it's so hard for them to find a call with a worse hand. I think I should just call on the river there, but They looked me up with the king deuce, so maybe not. I don't know. Would have expected that to fold for sure. I mean, it doesn't block the draws for what it's worth, but yeah. Hello, good luck. Thank you, Kevin Ganasia on Facebook. Appreciate you. Congrats on making day 2. How many big blinds you got? I forget. I have 4.7 million going to tomorrow. And so I think that's 47 blinds starting tomorrow. 47 blinds, 15-minute levels as well. Pretty good. Uh, 4.5-hour Atlantic tide. Cheers from the east. Lucas LeBlanc. Welcome, man. See you tomorrow? Question mark? Question? Excuse me. Folding 530 main. 9 players make it through to the mini PLO main. Day 2. Oh. I really wish I got that drink on break. Take it down, let's chill. All these 4 in the 530 main. I think just call here with aces out of position. When we 3-bet pot it, they call and they get to play really well given our stack size. So just call, and if they squeeze, then great. Right? But we can also flop some nut draws. We can flop some nut blockers as well. Can pretend we have the flush. We also have a gut shot to straight here. This is just such a dry board that part of me wants to continue here because, like, yeah, maybe they flop Jack-6, but it's just not a common hand. They could also still have, like, kings and queens and be betting really aggressively. I think I am just going to roll with this hand because of how dry the board texture is. Hope they don't have jacks or Jack-6 flopped, you know? They have jacks. Damn. All right, 16th place in the 33 mini main. We're going to have to try once again on another day. I think I'm going to call it there, chat. Thank you guys for watching. I'm going to come back tomorrow in the 215 Six-Max Championship. So we start in the money, as I mentioned, 3:30 my time tomorrow. So I'd love to see you all here if you're interested in watching that run to victory, hopefully. So appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching today. That's it for tonight. Till next